Anna. How was your week? It's great to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you too. I mean, everything's been going great.
Great? It sounds like you're a little hesitant about that.
No, I mean, everything's fine.
I know last time we were talking a little bit about Andrew and your relationship with him. How's that been for you over the past couple of days?
Um, Andrew's fine. He's really loving towards me, and I've been trying really hard to be a good girlfriend.
What do you mean by good girlfriend?
I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. You know, you have to really be pleasant and just do nice things for him and to look good for him.
That must be a lot of hard work trying to always look put together for Andrew and be accommodating for him.
Well, I mean, I think that's just part of being in any sort of relationship.
Hmm. I know over the past couple of sessions we've talked a lot about your past relationships, and just from what I've gathered, it seems that it's very important for you to be a good partner, and you have a very high standard when it comes to relationships. So I'm just curious, where did that model, of being a partner and being in relationships come from for you?
I mean, it's not like there's a model. Like, I don't have a rule about being your best in a relationship. Um, I guess it's just that I've never seen what a good relationship really looks like.
Hmm.
You know, um, ever since I was young, my parents have always been fighting, and my mom left us when I was really young, and it's just been my dad who's raised me pretty much all by himself.
Hmm. That must have been really hard for you, not growing up with your mom, missing out on that important figure in your life, and then also not having a model of what a healthy relationship should look like.
Yeah. Um, it still hurts a lot. And, um, but, and it feels like a complete rejection sometimes because it's like she chose to leave us.
Hmm. You use the word hurts. Tell me more about that.
What do you mean by, like, emotions or?
Yeah, like emotionally, like physically, how does that manifest in you?
Well, physically, um, hurt is like, it's like, I guess there's like a deep emptiness in your chest, and then also this, like, you know really heaviness in my heart. And I guess that's like sadness. And sometimes when I see my friends being all happy with their parents, I get really jealous and then really depressed. And then sometimes sometimes I just get really angry, and it's not even at my mom, it's at my dad, for not being good enough for her.
Hmm. It definitely sounds like those circumstances can make your relationship with Andrew even more challenging, maybe. When you were a kid, if you could think back, what would have been different if your mom would have stayed with your dad?
Um, well, I just know that my dad was just always depressed, and he was so unmotivated. And I just feel like if he would have just stepped up and be a man, then maybe she wouldn't have left him. You know? Yeah, I don't know. It's just, you know, if only, um, if only like she was, yeah, I mean, he just, I just feel like she left us because he somehow wasn't good enough for her. And I, I think that's where I get my idea of perfectionism from, because I'm always afraid that if I'm not perfect enough, then my partner's gonna leave me for someone who's better.
Hmm. That definitely sounds like a lot of pressure, always trying to be perfect and, be your best self, especially, in your relationship with Andrew. It just sounds like it's a lot of pressure there.
I, I guess, yeah, it is a lot of pressure, but I mean, what other options do I have?
Hmm. It feels like it's kind of like a vicious cycle. You try to, put all your emotions, like making your emotions to be good and, being your 100% all the time. But then all that leads to feelings of depression. So I take it that Andrew is unresponsive when you try to be empathetic.
I mean, I haven't really opened up to him that many times, but I mean, I did a few times.
And during those times, how did he react?
Um, I think he was fine. I mean, he comforted me. Um, but in the end, I was just really upset with myself because I had let him see me in that state.
Hmm. What it sounds like to me is that when you did try to open up to him, you were being vulnerable, but at the same time, being vulnerable left you open to rejection, and rejection is something that you fear probably the most.
Um, yeah, I mean, I do fear rejection, but then, like, who doesn't feel rejection?
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean,
Right.
rejection is quite awful. Um, what has Andrew done to make you feel rejected? Like, what were his actions to make you feel like he rejected you?
Um, I mean, I'm not really sure. Nothing in particular. I mean, I guess I haven't really thought about it much.
Yeah, that's definitely understandable. But I think it's worth exploring more. We're almost out of time for today, but maybe for next week you can jot down a couple things, as they come to your mind.
Yeah, I guess I'll try.
Okay, well, thank you for trying, and thank you for opening up with me this session. I think that we made a lot of good progress, and I'm looking forward to working with you next week.
Okay.
Okay.